Well, hello lads, I welcome you all to a new video. Today we are continuing off from last time, which was, well, Monika's funeral. So I suppose we should just get right into it. Hey Monika, it's Atazoth. It's been a while, hasn't it? My quiet, shaky voice finally leaves my mouth. This is the first time in a while I've said her name without it getting caught in my throat. I wait a minute before speaking again, as if she will somehow be able to hear me. Maybe she can, I don't really know. I've not been at school for a while, things were getting a little too much for me to handle. Speaking of school though, they're holding a memorial for you on Monday. I temporarily paused to wipe my eyes. Sari's been keeping the club going since you've been gone. She's not told me how it's been going yet. The girls have been doing okay, but I know they are still trying to cope. And me? Well, I... some form, some tears forming, but I'm able to keep myself from aching down. I wish you were still here, Monika. I really do. I wipe my eyes again, sniffling as I do so. Christ, I miss you so much. I cover my mouth as I slowly start to crack. Just seeing her like this, it's indescribable. I take slow breaths to steady myself before I even attempt to speak again. I know it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna... I fall silent. I can't even promise Monika that I'll be okay. I start to step away, still not taking my eyes off the gravestone. Eventually, though, I turn away and look straight at the ground as I start walking. I start building speed, my eyes not once looking away from the grass. I keep walking until I bump into someone. I look up and see that I bumped into Arume. Miss Hirai! Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. Atazoth, you don't have to apologize. Also, there's no need to be so formal. She smiles warmly at me. We've not seen each other since last Saturday. That day, she came to tell me about the funeral arrangements and just to check how I was doing in general. How you been doing? Been a little while since I've seen you. If I said I was fine, I'd only be half honest. I'm alright some days, but I'm still struggling to process everything. Like one day she's telling me she's okay, and then the next day I find her. It's a mother's worst nightmare. I can't imagine what that was like. And when I had to tell you, God, you sounded heartbroken. Mm, I I haven't had any semblance of an idea of why that would be. I still am. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time until that feeling goes away. If ever. My voice is strained. I love her, I still do. But some days it hurts to think about her. I can never apologize enough for what happened. There's so much more I could have done. Harume, it wasn't your fault. You raised an amazing daughter, and I'm incredibly grateful that I've got to meet her. Seeking a way to shift the conversation, I look to my right and spot Daisuke. He seems to be smoking. How's he been handling things? I might not like Daisuke, but it would be rude of me to not ask. Harume looks over to her husband and then back at me. I don't know how to explain it, but he seems completely unfazed by everything. I just imagine the invincible meme. Just, what 17 more years? Given how he treated Monika, I can't say I'm surprised. But even then, I at least thought there would be some semblance of emotion in there. I'm gonna drink from my milk. Mm-hmm. As refreshment. Mm-hmm. I again look to my right. To my dread, Daisuke spotted us and started walking over. Harume, what's taking you so long? He sounds agitated. When he looks over at me, his brow sharpens, almost like he's angry at the fact I'm talking to Harume. I'm talking to Ataza. Is there an issue with talking to our daughter's boyfriend? Harumi's tone is just as sharp. Daisuke keeps his eyes locked onto me. I never said there was an issue with it. I just want you to hurry up. Was that last part directed to her or me? I sigh and look directly at him. There is a myriad of things I want to do to him. I want to ask him how he can even live with himself despite everything he's done. Part of me even wants to beat him to the ground for all the pain he's caused. That would truly be awesome. I would love to see that. Just a cage match. Daisuke versus Atazoth. But he doesn't even deserve that. It would be too much effort. Plus, would I be able to forgive myself if I did cause a scene at Monika's funeral? I doubt it. Look, Daisuke, I get it, you don't like me. First off, don't worry, that feeling is very much mutual. Second, whether you realize it or not, I care a great deal about your daughter and your wife. Certainly a lot more than you seem to. Didn't you just say something about not causing a scene, Atazoth? There's so many things I want to say to you, but unlike you, I actually have something you seem to lack. And that be respect for your daughter. My tone gets noticeably sharper and more direct. Daisuke scowls at me, almost like he's about to rip my head off. He goes to say something back, but keeps quiet. Eventually just storms off, glancing back and forth at me. Hopefully it's the last time I have to see him. I then snap my head back to Harume. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. It's okay. It's honestly kinda relieving to hear someone talk to him like that. There's a moment of silence between us. I should probably let you go now. It's been lovely seeing you again. Likewise. If you ever want to chat, you can always come over. I might have to take her up on that offer, if I don't go mad first. If I have the time, I will. I managed to give her a warm, but still very forced smile. Harumi gives me a hug before we part ways. Her presence is quite comforting, yet it does little to quell the storm slowly brewing in my mind. I then start the walk back to my mother's car, returning my gaze to the floor. Jesus. When we get back home, I went straight upstairs. I didn't even bother getting out of my suit. I just went up and started lying on my bed, staring up at the ceiling. Today went surprisingly better than I had expected. I didn't have a complete meltdown. I guess that's a plus. My brain keeps replaying the events from the past few weeks. Monika killed herself. I had a panic attack in the middle of school. Got a psychiatric referral. Harumi came down to let me know about the funeral. I started. I look over to my cabinet, my eyes focus on the first drawer. I know what's in there, and I suppress the urge. I can't. Not now. I breathe in, and I breathe out. I breathe in, and I breathe out again. He has become Yuri. Zam. Fuck, I'm the wreck. I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone. I bring it up to my face and turn on the screen. There she is. That's the last photo I ever took with her. Just us, together under the setting sun. That's how I want to remember her. My gorgeous, loving mother. But my mind keeps forcing me to remember those last 2 days. First being tormented at school for things that weren't anyone else's business, and then she was gone. She was taken from me, and there wasn't anything I could have done. I feel my tears coming back. Not again. I drop my phone on my bed and cover my face to muffle my sobs. Why, Monika? Why does it hurt every time I think of you? After a few minutes, I remove my hands and stare blankly at the ceiling with my glassy eyes. I'm fine. I'm okay living like this. Time heals all wounds, that's what they all say, right? I then hear a knock on my door, causing me to frantically sit up. It's open! The door opens and Mom walks in. Hey, how you holding up? She looks at me with worry very present in her gaze. I'm managing. But I'll be okay. Mom paces around my room for a bit. I don't think she believes you, Atazoth. Just a hunch, though. Are you alright? She sighs. It's the office. They're wanting me in tonight. And by the sounds of it, they're wanting me on another business trip. Oh, couldn't they get anyone else? I did check. By the sounds of it, everyone else is either sick, off on leave, or busy. I even tried to get it rearranged, but no. Toyama's being consistent. Up to the point that it's pissing me off. She lets out an exhausted sigh. On the bright side, she won't have to put up with you. As of ASMR once again. Ah, bloody hell. I'm sorry for the short notice. Mom, you don't have to apologize. You can't help it. I should be able to manage on my own for a few days. That's bullshit and you know it, Atazoth. You promise? Like quickly not? Yeah, I'll be fine. It should only be a couple of days, right? I'll be leaving tomorrow and I wouldn't be back until Wednesday evening. You sure you'll be able to manage that long? Yes, I'm sure. Feeling a little unsure about my response, Mom goes to leave my room. Just let me know if you need anything, right? Did she say that? Alright. I smile at her. Will do. She leaves and I go back to lying on my bed. I take slow, shaky breaths. I'm tired out. I didn't get much sleep last night. Maybe I should get some rest now. It's probably for the best. I don't really have much to do tomorrow anyway. I just curl up on my bed and let the exhaustion take over me. I'm afraid. The dream. Last night I had a dream about you. In this dream I was standing right beside you, and it looked like how I remembered us last. A memory of the past. Just us two in a crowded room. Despite the crowd seeming busy, I could only hear you. The one who would make my heart swoon. But then everything began to dissolve into nothingness. The crowd, the room, and then you. Before I knew it, this dream was all gone. Atazoth, I beg of you, don't kill yourself! I don't want a repeat of exit music. I groggily wake up. I didn't sleep too much, but I get a little bit more sleep than I did on Saturday. At this point, any sleep is sleep. I check my phone. Sunday, 6:32 a.m. I sit up and run my hands over my face. I just stay there for a moment, my eyes slowly adjusting to my surroundings as I look around. After a few minutes, I get up and make my way to the bathroom. I take off my dirty pajamas and slump onto the ground. Once I step into the shower, I turn it on without a care as to either how warm or how cold it is. As I feel the lukewarm water rain down, I just allow it to soak into my skin. It's actually pretty soothing, but only for the body. The thoughts from yesterday continue to circulate through my mind. Thankfully, I'm able to keep more of the depressing thoughts from fully taking control of me. Some come true, but I'm able to keep most of them at bay. I sigh as I look down at the marks on my left wrist. I'm fine. I'll heal. I'll heal. I keep telling myself that as I clean myself. When I'm finished up, I turn the shower off. I then fetch a towel, dry myself, then wrap it around me and head back into my room. Switching the light on, I head towards my closet. I open it and grab some loose-fitting clothes. I quickly throw them on and shut the door. I then grab my towel and go to leave my room. But I don't leave straight away. I grip my towel firmly. My eyes drift towards my closet, more so the handle. I focus on it for a good minute or two. My eyes then look back to my towel. What? My heart starts to race as my body starts to act on its own accord. I rush towards my closet and start to tie my towel around the handle. My hands are clammy, but I'm able to tie it into a makeshift noose. I then grip the towel as firmly as possible. Please, sir, don't walk in on him. I hope to God that he manages himself to think it over. Because poor Sayori, she doesn't deserve this. Come on. Hurry up. Get it over with. I just stand there shaking in place. Quit stalling. You said you would do anything to see her again, didn't you? I can't. I... I release my grip and fall back onto the floor. Frozen in both shock and disgust, I just stare at the towel hanging from the handle. No, I wasn't just about to do it. Surely not. I shake as I stand back up. Not long after I do, though, I rush to the bathroom just in time to vomit. The stench of bile fills up the bathroom. God, just what the hell is wrong with me? How can I be that desperate? I start to cry loudly into the ceramic bowl, my sobs reverberating around the room. It hurts to breathe after a while. Eventually I sit against the bathroom cabinet. Well, less sitting, but slumping against it. My breath slowly starts to settle. I stand up and immediately head downstairs. I don't dare look back into my bedroom. Not now, anyway. I end up spending the next several hours watching TV, attempting to write and snacking on anything I can find. Just anything that could take my mind off of everything. I'm successful for the most part, being able to push my little incident from this morning to the back of my mind. However, it still manages to make me shiver. What if I actually did go through with it? And why did it feel like a part of me wanted to go through it? Monika wouldn't want that. I get up from the sofa and head towards the kitchen to make something to eat. Before I get there, though, there's a knock at the front door. I unlock the door and open it. It's Sarah. She looks like she didn't sleep too well. I let her in. Sarah? Didn't expect to see you today. I just thought I'd come over to check on you. Like, after yesterday, I just got worried about how you were coping. As I probably should have guessed. Probably doesn't help that I didn't answer any of her texts last night. Probably wouldn't be a great idea to mention this morning either. God only knows how she'd get. I've been okay. I was a little sick this morning, but besides it, I've been alright. Oh yeah, a little sick, I only almost hanged myself. Just the usual. Oh, bloody hell, Atazoth. You truly are not okay. Sarah looks away. I can't tell whether or not she bought what I said. Can I check your wrists? I shuffle uncomfortably in place, sliding my hands in my pocket. Sorry, I'm fine. Promise. Atazoth, please. Sorry, I've not got since Friday. I'm fine. Sari's persistence is kinda starting to irritate me. She's been like this since my panic attack and when she first found out about me doing it. Are you surprised? You literally almost killed yourself just now. Like, what do you expect? She's been checking every time she's seen me. I'm only trying to look out for you, Atazoth. I sigh. We're not gonna get anywhere like this. Rather reluctantly, I take my hands out of my pockets and present my arms to Sari. See? Just the same ones from Friday. Part of me was tempted to do it yesterday, I'll admit. But I didn't. That's a good start. I hope so. Considering this morning, I doubt it's going to stay that way. So, I was gonna do myself something to eat. You want me to do anything? I mean, if you're offering, I can't really say no. The pair of us then walk over to the kitchen. Sari takes a seat at the table whilst I go to the fridge to pick something out. Bacon should do nicely. Taking the packet from the fridge with me, I then go over to the stove. I grab a clean pan, put some oil in it, set it on the hob, turn the gas on and light it carefully. Then after the pan's heated up for a bit, I finally put some bacon on. Whilst it's cooking, Sari speaks up. Where's your mom? I thought she'd be up by now. She's on a business trip in Tokyo. I've got the place to myself for a few days. Aha. She's clearly concerned. Do you blame her? And she has every reason to be. Yeah, exactly. Sarah, what is it? Nothing. Sorry, you know you can tell me if something's bothering you. It's just that with everything that's happened lately, I just wanna know you're gonna be safe. I give a heavy sigh. So, I'll be fine. It's not like I'm gonna set myself and the house on fire now, is it? Sarah doesn't seem to take my comment lightly. Please don't joke like that. How was I joking? I put more focus on the bacon, eventually finishing enough for both myself and Sarah. It'd be funny if he actually set the bacon on fire. Bloody hell, this is getting darker and darker by the minute. Like, we started with a wholesome story with some issues, sure, darker issues, but it was fine. And then Monika killed herself, and then it's been going downhill steadily. Nah, not steadily, like a cliff drop. I butter some bread, assemble the sandwiches, and then hand them back to Sarah. As the pair of us start to eat, we remain in a tense silence. Sure, Sarah and I have had slight rifts in the past, but this silence is unlike any other we've had before. I sigh. Sure, I may be annoyed with how persistent she's being with all this, but I know she cares, and, to some degree, that hurts just as much. They all care, and I'm hurting them. And all I can do is make excuse after fucking excuse. I got to say something, but Sari goes up to the bathroom before the words can leave my mouth. She will then check his room and see the news, won't she? Yeah, as I wait, I can't help but worry if she checks my bedroom. I can't remember if I untied the towel from around my closet door. You did not. If she walks in, she'll start to piece everything together. My heart beats frantically as the floorboards squeak. My bedroom's right above the kitchen. To my relief, though, Sarah comes down not long after she had gone up. But still, we don't talk. Some time passes, but then Sarah looks towards me. So, about tomorrow. Are you... I'm going in. I give her a direct answer. Sarah raises her brow in what seems to be a mix of confusion and concern. What is it now? You remember what's happening tomorrow, right? The memorial? Yeah, I know. Mainly because you told me. The thought hasn't left my head. Sarah looks away from me. My right hand starts to shake. I can't keep hiding from what happened. I just gotta sit there for who knows how long, listening to people singing Monika's praises and saying how much they'll miss her. All whilst the most part of the audience couldn't give less than two shits about what she's been going through. Who knows, maybe those girls from her PE class will be there to crack some tasteless fucking jokes at her expense. Atazoth, you're thinking about it all wrong. Am I? Or do I just remember how cruel people in that school can be? Are you listening to yourself right now? I stand up from my chair and start to pace around the room. Moment's going for a fucking psycho mode. Jesus. I'm gonna use my free hand to prevent the other one from shaking. Do you even remember just how bad she got that day? Were you even worried? No, what is up? Were you even worried about what happened to her? Of course I was bloody worried. You don't just hear about one of your closest friends storming out of their class and not get worried. Sari's only raised her voice at me a few times in the past, but never with this much intensity. I lean against the kitchen counter. Atazoth, I beg of you, stop being an idiot! Sorry, you weren't having to stay up most nights worrying whether Dad was going to beat her that night. You didn't have to spend a whole day wondering why she never called you back. And her mother didn't have to call you up to tell you that she killed herself. I can feel tears starting to sting my eyes. I'm trying my best to keep my composure. Are you? I turn away from Sarah, looking down to the counter, tightly shutting my eyes. I know you're still upset about Monika. I'm still upset. It broke my heart when I first heard about what she was going through. That's why I'm trying to tell not to come in tomorrow, because I know that it'll only make things worse. I'm going in. I already said I'm not hiding from it anymore. I'm just trying to protect... Sorry, could you stop babying me every 5 fucking minutes? My voice cracks as I bang my fist against the counter. I turn to face her, tears striking down my cheeks. You know what? We'll leave this for next time. Cause nah, I ain't having this. Now the question is, which thumbnail will I use, guys? I have a perfect one cooked up, but I'm not sure if this episode is the greatest one for it. I'll use a different one this time, and then the other one for the next episode. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Press like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.